On May 27th at around 7:30 in the evening, Israel Reyes' life changed forever. Reyes had fallen asleep on the couch in his living room while his boyfriend, Jason Westcott, watched TV in the bedroom.
And the next thing I know is being drug off the couch by the SWAT team, being thrown onto the ground.
SWAT team, he's live on West Knollwood Street to explain.
When 29-year-old Jason Westcott came out of a room armed. This was the scene in May. Drugs, guns, and the SWAT team.
The next thing I know, I hear 5 gunshots, boom, 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 boom. And I got out the grip of the officer that had my face on the ground and looked to the right and seen all the blood spattered dripping down the bathroom wall.
Authorities accused Westcott and Reyes of selling marijuana out of their home on multiple occasions. During the raid, police said Westcott raised his gun in a threatening manner and shot him 3 times. Jason Westcott died during the ambulance ride to the hospital.
He was always outspoken, always had a joke to tell. You know, he could make anybody laugh. He was able to talk to anybody, no matter where you came from or who you were, what color you were. He was just very friendly and very personable.
Despite a 4-month-long investigation by Tampa police, the SWAT team found only 0.2 grams, or about $2 worth, of marijuana in the house. The drug buys that preceded the raid were conducted by this man. He is confidential informant Ronnie Kugel, who asked that his face not be filmed for security reasons.
It made no sense. The raid made no sense. I don't think the buys justified the way they went in on Jason. He wasn't a hardened criminal. He was involved in selling grams of pot to smoke, so he could smoke pot, and they knew this information.
A 50-year-old felon and drug addict, Kugel has been in and out of jail on a steady stream of charges for the past 2 decades. He now says he lied or made up much of the information police used to build cases against drug suspects like Westcott.
Tell us what information you made up or exaggerated about Jason Westcott specifically.
Specifically, the amount, I think, of pot I saw, and maybe firearm. I think I told him one time I saw 2 firearms, and I don't think I ever saw 2 firearms.
On top of lying about the amount of marijuana he saw in Westcott's apartment, Kugel also claims that Tampa police fabricated evidence on one occasion.
Went to make a buy, came out. He didn't have any pot. When we went back to the rally point, they put a gram of hydroponic pot into evidence and had me swear that I bought a gram of pot from him.
But Tampa Police Chief Jane Castor isn't buying Kugel's claims that detectives fabricated evidence in the Westcott case.
No, I don't believe him at all. Confidential informants are a necessary evil, and that quite often they are criminals. They're down with the criminal element. That's how they have the information that they have, and that's how they're able to get into locations that undercover officers can't get into.
In a July 20th Tampa Bay Times editorial, Castor said Westcott was killed because he decided to point a loaded firearm at police officers.
I had told TPD that Jason had had hate crimes perpetrated against him, that he had a weapon for that reason, I even had discussions that if they raided his house, that he was probably going to come out with a gun, just because he had been, attacked in the past,
In the editorial, Castor also said that larger quantities of pot, including a pound of hydroponic marijuana, was observed.
That's not true. There was never a pound of pot. I never saw a pound of pot. Maybe a quarter pound I was told there was a quarter of a pound. I never even saw. He didn't bring out all his pot.
This case illustrates the problems with policing that relies heavily on the word of addicts and criminals. It also points to policy failures at an agency that has struggled for years with scandals stemming from its relationships with informers like Kugel.
I think if you're going to use him, I think you need to vet him more and train them. And I think that's the key here, is I think you need to train these confidential informants of how to do things. They don't do that.
His confession of double dealing could be the truth or another lie. But Kugel said he's willing to shoulder his part of the blame for a case that went bad with fatal results. He said he wishes the police department that once relied on him would do the same.
I just want a wrong to be made right. There's no making it right. Jason's dead. Nothing's going to bring Jason back. But at least I'm owning up to my end of the responsibility and what I did and didn't do, right or wrong. And I think Tampa Police Department ought to do the same thing.
He said he wants to give Jason's mom some kind of closure because he knows the police never will.
I'm amazed that somebody like that can have a record like he has and be relied on to get a warrant against a kid who's never been in trouble. It makes me sick to my stomach. Jason was too nice. He's tried to help everybody, and that's a problem.